We're going to call this meeting of the Unionville Historic District and Properties Commission on December 1st, 2022 to order. We will start by reviewing and approving the November 3rd, 2022 minutes from the meeting. You all received those from Garrett?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You had a chance to look at them?
Yep.
Everybody has? Excellent. May I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I make a motion
so-
that we approve the minutes from the month of November. I don't remember the date.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you, Bob. Can I have a second?
I second.
Thank you, Barbara. Any changes or additions, edits to the minutes? No? Okay.
Nothing here.
All in favor of approving the minutes of the November 3rd, 2022 meeting?
Aye.
Thank you.
Aye.
Any opposed? No? Any? Okay, very good. The minutes have been approved. Now we're going to move ahead for our public hearing for certificate of appropriateness for 230 Main Street. Garrett, do you have the,
Legal notice?
yes, would you please
Yes.
read the notice? Thank you very much.
Town of Farmington, Unionville Historic District and Properties Commission. Notice is hereby given that the Unionville Historic District and Properties Commission will hold an online public hearing on Thursday, December 1st, 2022 at 7 p.m. on the following application. George Saris, application for certificate of appropriateness to replace windows on north/northwest side of the house, 2 second floor, 3 first floor at 230 Main Street, Unionville. At this hearing, interested persons may be heard. The link to this meeting may be found on the Town of Farmington website as presented. A copy of this proposal is on file in the Planning Department at Town Hall, Farmington, Connecticut, and may also be accessed on Farmington's official website as presented. Dated at Farmington, Connecticut, November 10th, 2022, Unionville Historic District Property Commission, Lisa Johnson, Chair.
Thank you, Garrett. All right, George, welcome back.
Happy to be here. Thank you. It might not be the last time.
Yeah, we hope
good.
not. We hope not. So you commissioners, you've all received and had an opportunity to look over George's application for a COA. So yeah. So George, I wonder if you would talk us through your application and what it is you would like to do with the building.
Very good. Thank you. So what we're doing now, we've made the changes that we discussed last year on the kitchen windows there, which are Anderson 100 full divided light, which came out wonderful. And what I'd like to do for a couple of reasons. One is, as you see the 2 square top windows, that, yeah, exactly. That is going to be a bedroom area. And in order to create the bedroom, those windows are really low to the floor, so they need to be tempered glass. So I need to update those. Also, I came up with, being that size, it's very difficult and they don't work well if you do them double hung. So I wanted to make them into awning windows so you could just crank them open, make them safer and whatnot. So those are 2 changes there. And then the bottom windows as well. Since I'm going to be updating the 2 up there, I wanted to update the other ones on the bottom, same exact Anderson 100s all together, exactly like we did on that kitchen window.
Right. Good. And you have you chose the Anderson 100s. I see that Garrett had shown the there they are, the specifications.
Correct.
Very good. And the so you've matched the glazing on these to match the ones that are in there now. Is that correct, George?
Right. So like you've seen in the newer ones that we did in the kitchen, which we approved last year, it'll be the same exact window, which will be true divided, full divided.
Great. Great. All right, commissioners, questions for George?
The question I have is the grids in the window, they show in this picture here, but are they going to be in the glass or?
They will be in outside and the inside,
Okay.
being full divided light. Yeah, they'll be like separated panes.
Mhm.
Nice. And are the grids wood, George, or are they
It's
vinyl?
Fibrex, which is
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Anderson.
right.
Oh. Okay,
Which is a really nice material. Actually, can be painted like not like the vinyls. It's they did a nice job with these windows for sure.
great. Any other questions?
Yeah, well,
I think so.
We also use the same windows on the other side of the house as well. I don't have a picture, I don't think. Garrett, did I put a picture? I don't think I did, no.
I don't
but
think so.
If you drive by, you'll see it's also the Anderson 100s. And then the back of the house already has some new Anderson 100s as well. They look great.
Good. Yeah, they're good windows. Steve, did you have any specific questions? You're sort of our historic materials person.
No, I've just heard nothing but good things about the Fibrex. Much better than vinyl,
mhm.
more durable, more long lasting. So I'm glad to see that instead of vinyl.
Yeah.
For sure.
I caught the tail end of the conversation about the pricing on windows that you guys were having.
Yeah, and I have Vibrex too, so
It's,
yeah.
it's insane. It's insane.
Yes.
I shopped this around with quite a few people and, finally got, it's funny. So when we did in 2020, mid 2020, when you approved the ones that are there now for the new kitchen area, the pricing was still okay. It was just a long lead time. Now the pricing caught up with lead times and with inflation. So, but that I did pretty well with those. This one I'm getting a little
Yeah.
kicking.
Yeah,
Yeah, you couldn't predict it. You can't
Yeah.
control it. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's okay.
These are awning windows, right?
The top ones will be awnings, correct?
I think it's a good choice.
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Very good.
I think the last meeting was really helpful. I think we got a good feel of what the committee's looking for, and yeah, it's been working out pretty well. If anybody's interested, I would love for somebody to walk through the house. So the back of the house is the original 1720 house. And if you see some of these beams that they built this house, it's absolutely incredible the way they did it back then. I mean, this is a true standing piece of history. So I'm doing my best to try to hold on and expose as many of those beams as we can. It's stunning how they built things back then.
That's fantastic. It's great that you not only know that and recognize it, but you appreciate it and want to, preserve what you can. That's pretty special. That's really very special. Really wonderful.
I think this house, I don't know if someone could do it without appreciating it. Because this is a bear. I don't know if you guys are up to date on the zoning, but I had the lot rezoned to make this house a 2-family house. Being that it's huge and the layout was really tough for single family. I mean, someone could find it to be a really wonderful single family house, but it really is 2 houses in one.
Yeah.
With the separation, it's going to create 2 really beautiful units. So I'm really excited about that.
Great. That's great. Good. Good. Any more questions, commissioners, or comments? No? Okay. I think we are ready to go ahead with a vote on this COA. So if someone would like to make the motion to approve the COA for 230 Main Street, replacing windows on the northeast side of the house in the 1720 portion of the building.
okay, I so move.
Thank you, Barbara. Can we have a second?
I second it.
Thank you, Bob. Any other comments or questions that anybody has at this time? All right.
No, I
all-
just can't wait until this project is done because it really will be wonderful to even drive
House will be
past.
beautiful.
You
Yeah.
and I both.
Hang in there, George.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm picking away at it as best as I can. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm excited. I'm excited to do it, and
Good.
it'll be stunning. I think so too. Thank you.
Mhm.
Absolutely. So all those in favor of approving the COA for 230 Main Street to replace the windows on the northeast side of the house, please indicate by saying aye.
I,
Thank you. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Good. The COA for 230 Main Street is approved. Thank you, George.
Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it.
That was an easy one.
It was.
easy
Happy
one.
holidays.
Thank you very much. You guys have been great for guidance. So that first run made it really easy for this to just pick materials. It makes it easier and easier as we go along. So thank you.
Good, good. Our pleasure.
Okay,
All right.
have a good one. Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye now. All right. So we will move on. We will move on now to our other business. Before we do get to that, which is on our agenda as the election of officers, I do want to just ask Garrett for an update on commissioners and recertifications, and if we know anything different.
I don't know anything. I've been keeping an eye on the town council minutes, and I haven't gotten any letters saying anyone's been reappointed. I don't know.
Okay.
It's not just Unionville. It's been a number of commissions. I maybe Ed knows. I don't know, but maybe the town council's been busy with other items. And they haven't had time to get to the reappointment. But I know there's a list that needs to be done
Okay.
of people that need to be reappointed.
Okay. All right.
Right. And we said Matt is somebody that wants to be reappointed, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's what I remembered. Okay.
We don't want to get rid of them.
Yeah, we have life appointments here. Yeah.
And then you
great.
guys also said, I think you said you were going to send a letter out to see if there's interest for some of the other, I think might be 2 other open positions.
Yes, and now, so I haven't done that yet because I was advised to write to the Republican and the Democratic committees and just ask them if they were in the process of finding people, if they needed help, and so on and so forth. And I have not heard back from them. So
Okay.
if something's in motion, I don't want to scramble the eggs by sending out a letter. So what do you suggest, Ed? Should I contact the town council chair and just to get an update?
Yeah, that's probably the best.
Yeah, okay.
We'll get
Let me
an answer
do
kind of
that.
right away if you contact the chair. Yeah, the chair for both parties. Yeah.
Okay, let me just
Thank
do
you.
that. And we'll see if they would like some assistance, and if so, we'll send out this letter.
Mhm.
Lisa, I did get an email from someone in the town clerk's office about a month ago that there was 3 people interested in commissions. 2 were interested in Unionville.
Mhm.
And so she had sent them to the chair of the town council and then the party chairs as well, with those
Okay.
3 people. And I don't know, I know one of them was unaffiliated, that they could verify. The other 2 didn't appear to be registered based on the information they provided.
Okay.
So that might hold up those 2, but there was someone that was interested
Okay.
in Unionville Historic District.
Okay.
So
All right, good. Well, I'll write to the town council chair, give him a call and just get an update on how things, I suspect that things are in motion. There's a lot going on right now, but we'll get this settled soon. Anybody have any other comments on that? No? Okay. All right, let's move on then to our other business, and that would be election of officers for next year, 2023. Hardly believe it. So we have a chair, we have a vice chair, and we have a secretary, which we must have. So would anybody like to take on any of those positions? They are open. let me see, is there somebody? If you are an alternate, you actually, Steve, I'm sorry, you're not able to take on one of those positions. Is that correct, Garrett? Alternates cannot.
Yes, I'm looking at it right now. Alternate members shall not participate in any election of officers of the commission. So yes, Steve wouldn't be able to fill a position, but because we're short a regular member tonight, he's appointed to vote, so he would still
To
vote in the
vote, right.
election.
Right, okay.
Sorry, Steve.
Yeah, we're gonna get to there, Steve, step by
problem.
step.
No
Like
problem.
building a dynasty. All right, so then it's really, it's me, Bob, and Barbara. And I guess Ann Wolfing, who's not here, it's not, well, I'm not gonna say it's not fair to elect someone when they're not here. That's actually fair. So Steve, you have served as vice chair for a number of years. I've served as chair for a number of years. And I am glad to have someone else take on the chairmanship if you would like. If you don't want to, I'll continue to do this.
I think Bob was vice chair, Lisa, right?
Yeah.
Bob was vice
Yes.
chair. Okay. Bob, how do you feel about being vice chair?
I would give it up, but if somebody else would want it.
So Barbara, are you interested in being vice chair?
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, is that okay,
Yeah.
Bob?
No
If
problem.
Bob doesn't want to do it anymore,
Kind of
I
share it?
understand.
Okay, all right. Such a good group of people, honestly. Okay.
Thank you.
Barbara vice chair. We'll give Bob a break for a year, just a year.
But he has
Okay.
to be secretary then.
Or you could be chair, Bob. Do you want to be chair or secretary?
I would rather be secretary.
Okay, all right, there we go. All right. And I'm glad to.
As
keep
long
this-
as Garrett takes the notes.
Yes,
Well,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the
That's
secretary's job is pretty plush. Thank you, Garrett. All right. So then we have me as chair, Barbara as vice chair, and Bob as secretary. Does that work?
Yeah.
All right. Do we need to vote on that, Garrett?
Yes, yeah, just
We do,
but
okay.
you can do it as one vote. So you can say someone just has to make a motion to appoint Lisa as chair, Barbara as the vice chair, and Bob as the secretary, and then everyone can vote at once.
Okay, there you go. So I will make the well, can I make? Yeah, I'll make the motion that Lisa Johnson is chair, Barbara Marsh is vice chair, and Bob Hoffman is secretary for 2023. So I gave the motion. Would someone do a second?
I second.
Thank you, Barbara. Anybody have any changes? Conversation? No? Okay, all in favor of this slate of officers, please indicate by saying aye.
I,
Any nays? Abstentions? No. All right, congratulations, officers. We're in business.
okay.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. All right, very good. Well, then the next item on our agenda is the
The
walking
walking
tour
tour.
brochure, which I actually ran into Matt. I was taking a walk and he was doing something at the Masonic Building on Lovely Street. And he said he had not had an opportunity to work on the walking tour brochure. So I told him not to worry about it till January. But I know Barbara and Steve have been hard at work at the Unionville Museum, setting things up there for, oh, okay, maybe not. I just saw Steve's face. Once again, it can wait till January. It's just fine. Yeah, good.
Way too long.
Yeah, don't wait too long, but good.
No, we will definitely get together in January. We'll
Good.
definitely make that happen
Good.
and go over there.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I don't have anything else on my plate to talk to you about. I am talking with Mary Dunn about, Mary works for the State Historic Preservation Office. about doing training on local historic district commission, specifically for commissioners. And that would be done digitally or virtually sometime in the winter, probably February or March. So
Lisa, I
really-
did share that with Shannon, and so and she'd like to really do a joint
great.
training with Farmington, because she's had some new members on as well recently.
Great.
So she would very much appreciate if they could be included in that training.
Definitely. Definitely. Yeah, that's definite. Good. So I'll when I email everybody, I'll include Shannon on that email. Good.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Good. Well, that's all I've got on the agenda. Does anybody have
Okay.
anything else that they'd like to talk about, or any questions for Garrett about what's going on in town? You're all still full of Thanksgiving turkey. Everybody's just kind of.
It was only last week.
Yeah, right. You haven't digested yet. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It takes a little while.
Oh, Garrett, do you know when the pocket park in Unionville there is expected to be completed?
I don't know. I know the pad is done and the bolts are in for the sign. I think we're just waiting on the sign to be fabricated. I will check on that and see if we have an update.
I think the benches are bolted down too.
Yes.
Good.
Nice.
Will that have a public opening, Garrett?
I
or-
believe, yes. So it was paid,
Good.
I think part of it was paid for by a grant from AARP, if I remember
right.
correctly.
Yeah.
So that, yeah, they'll have a ribbon cutting and everything like that, as far as I'm aware, to celebrate the new park, but winter's coming, so it'll be covered in snow, hopefully.
Yeah. Maybe wait till April.
Yeah,
Wait till the bridge is finished painted.
it's
Yeah,
almost
wait till
done.
the bridge. Yeah.
All the
The bridge,
construction
I don't
debris
know.
I
Gone.
know.
Yeah, I think they still have to do the railings.
They're still working on the bridge. I saw them out there yesterday.
Did we talk about, so I don't know if I told the commission that, but there's a shortage of the paint that the contractor was using on the bridge, and he can only get 50 gallons a month. So he had to like stockpile paint. So that's why it's taking so long.
Everybody's dealing with these
Amazing.
issues, aren't they? Yeah. That's something. Okay. We'll wait.
It's like
Be
every
patient.
time I hear of something else in the Ukraine, I go out and I buy flowers. So
That's a nice idea. And that, I believe also, Garrett, the railings on the bridge are going to be replaced as well. So,
Yes, I believe so. So they
Yeah.
might be getting the metal for that or something. I don't remember all the details of the project, but I can check on that and see what,
yeah,
if they have an estimated date at least
yeah, that's
for being
okay.
completed.
That's tough. That's and that's all DOT.
Correct.
That's all DOT. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Eventually it'll get done. Good. All right.
okay.
Well, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn our meeting. If somebody'd like to offer it. I'll make that motion. Would somebody like to, second that? motion?
Sorry.
I will second it.
Thank you, Bob. All right, great. It's always great to be with you guys. Thank you. It was a good meeting.
We just need a vote, Lisa, sorry.
No, what's that?
We need a vote first.
Oh, a vote. I'm sorry. All right. All in
We have to vote
all
on it.
in
Okay.
favor of adjourning this meeting, please indicate by saying aye.
I
Aye.
No
Aye.
nays? No nays, no abstentions.
Okay.
Okay.